Hi folks, this is all the fruit, and here finally I seem to have the famous Pluot. I've been searching for this fruit for like 2 years, but for some reason it's not being commonly sold in Germany. What we have instead is a lot of metis fruit. Well, what are metis and Pluots? They are both complicated hybrids of different Prunus species. And metis and Pluot are just trade names of different companies or groups of companies. Well, this Pluot here, it's also called Brontos or egg because of the shape, it seems. It's very strange. It's a flat shape. Seems to be, well, different websites disagree on what it is. Well, most agree that Pluots are not simple hybrids between two Prunus species, but very complicated hybrids of different species and varieties hybridized over several generations. Well, the name Pluot suggested that it is a hybrid between Plum and Apricot, and yes, some websites say it's a hybrid of Prunus domestica and Prunus armeniaca. Prunus domestica is the domestic plum, Prunus armeniaca the apricot. But other websites say that this thing has nothing to do with the apricot, at least not necessarily, but that it is primarily a hybrid between the Chinese plum, Prunus salicina, and the cherry plum, Prunus cerasifera. I think this website also said that it's possible that there is apricot in there, but in some of the further generation crossovers. Well, very interesting fruit. They are flat. I mean, whenever I see flat Prunus fruit, I always think that they have been hybridized with flat peaches. I didn't find any website that said that there are peaches in the mix or flat peaches, but you never know. I have the feeling that those crossers and breeders, they don't really tell all their secrets. Otherwise, it would say on the internet the Pluot is a hybrid between this and that, but no, there are several versions of this. Well, let's look at those Pluots. This one seems to be slightly underripe. This one seems to be really ripe, and this is so overripe that part of it, well, actually, I don't think that this is rotting. I think maybe I left them in the sun under plastic yesterday, so this part of it was basically cooked. Well, let's try those flat fruit. They are supposed to have an amazing taste and a very small seed. The color inside is a lot like metis, quite reddish. Taste-wise, they taste a lot like a plum. I know from Bulgaria. It looks like a huge cherry plum cultivar. Yeah. This tastes like this thing. It looks like a huge cherry plum cultivar. But the trees as well as the fruit are really big. But of course this stuff doesn't look anything like this cherry plum cultivar because that's bright yellow. This ripe one seems to have been damaged at some time. It's not rotten, but it's not in good condition, so nope. Let's try the one I managed to burn in the sun on one side. There is also some damage to the inside. So folks, I'm really sorry. Maybe this is a lower quality patch of fruit, because even the ones which are not burnt yeah, are not so good inside. So for now, this Pluot was a disappointment for me. I could not see or taste anything that reminds me of an apricot. I can't believe that it is a hybrid between cherry plum and Chinese plum, because those big cherry plum cultivars in Bulgaria, I don't even know the variety. I just know people have them in their gardens. The trees are huge, and you always cut the branches so that they don't break. But the stems are really huge, like over 1/2 meter in diameter, which is a lot for a plum tree. And this stuff tastes like this, and yeah, which makes sense, because those things in Bulgaria, they look like cherry plums, and they could basically be a hybrid between a cherry plum and something else. And yeah, the fruit also do look and taste like Prunus salicina. Yeah, very strange. So this Pluot, I would say, if there is an apricot in the mix, I cannot see it and I cannot taste it. I can taste basically, yeah, the cherry plum and the Chinese plum inside. I just got some Chinese plums 2 days ago, because I thought there was some different variety. Turned out they are Chinese plums, even better. They're quite similar in taste to this fruit, but they are big and yellow. Also, those big and yellow Bulgarian cherry plums are quite similar in taste to this fruit. So yeah, I would say taste-wise, and well, from the looks it can be anything. From the looks I would guess there is flat peach in there, but taste-wise it's basically, yeah, something like cherry plum or Chinese plum or Prunus domestica subspecies italica, variatio suprotunda. Those are the 3 plums this reminds me of. So folks, if you have really confirmed info what Prunus species went into the Pluot, not some website that just mentions it's a hybrid between something, but some official website of the guys who bred it, or some official report of the guys who bred it. So if you are sure your information is correct, please tell me what hybrid it is. As I said, several conflicting opinions on the internet, but still a very interesting fruit. However, a little bit underwhelming taste-wise. So folks, this was the Pluot. Stay tuned for a lot more fruit videos from the beautiful country of Germany. And don't forget to like, share, comment and subscribe.